A very good morning, students. In the sequence of revision on the chapter Creating Tables in Word 2013, today I am going to revise the resizing rows or columns. Resizing rows and columns. See here. Resizing rows and columns. We get a table, students. We get a table with all the columns or rows of equal width and equal height. Whenever we are creating a table, so you will find there that the rows and columns width and height will be same. Now, to adjust the data, if you want to adjust the data in the cells, we may use to change their width or height. So according to our need, if you want to input the data or you adjust the data, so you can change the width or the height of the column and row. So first topic, that is changing the width of a column. Changing the width of a column. This is the first topic here. How we can change the width of a column. Students, this type of works are very easy when we are using the graphical user interface. Only you have to select the icon, and according to our need, we have to select icon and you can perform the work. So, what the step you will take the first? Step 1. Place the mouse pointer to the right corner. Place the mouse pointer to the right corner of the column. To the right corner of the column. Place the mouse pointer to right corner of the column. This is the first step. The first step which you have to take first is place the mouse pointer to right corner of the column, whose width to be changed. Whose width to be changed. Which width to be changed. Double added arrow, or you can say double headed arrow. Double headed arrow will appear like this one. Will be headed arrow, or we are going to change, you can use the left corner and right corner. So it will be basic, you will use like this one, this corner, double headed arrow corner. And when you have got the double headed arrow, so what you will do? Step 2 you will take, hold the left mouse button and drag it. Hold the left mouse button and drag it. And drag it towards the left or right. Towards the left or the right. Now see here the two steps you have to use. First of all, place the mouse pointer width to be column whose width to be changed. Just imagine that you want to change it. You will put the cursor here the column. So you will see the double headed arrow will appear. And what you will do, you will start to drag it. So whenever you will release the mouse up to here, so you will see the width of this column will be changed. Now this will be changed. So this is the way how we can change the width of the column. This is the way. I hope it's the very easy. Now second topic we can take. That is changing the height of a row. Changing the height of a row. So students, how we can change? So same pattern you have to apply just like that. Place the mouse pointer on the lower border of the row. Step 1. Place the mouse pointer on the lower border of the row whose height has to be changed. Height has to be changed. So first of all we have selected the cell where the height of the row we are going to change. After that, step 2. Hold the left mouse button. Hold the left mouse button and drag it up, or you can say above, up or down as needed. So here what we are doing? So we are changing the height of the row. See here, all the process, all the steps we are taking here, just like the changing the width of a column, but here we are going to use height of the row. So place the mouse pointer on the lower border of the row. Here we have kept the lower border. So you will see like this one. In the upward direction and the downward direction it will display. Row whose height has to be changed. So we have selected here. Now hold the left mouse button and drag it up or down as needed. So if you want to move the mouse pointer at the above, you can. If you want to move the mouse pointer at the bottom, you can. So whenever you will start to drag it at the bottom, so whenever you will release the mouse, you will see the height of this row will be changed. Same process. If you want to make in the upward direction like this one, so whenever you will change it, so you will see the height of the row will be changed. So student, this is the process by which we can change the width of a column and we can change the height of a row. I hope this topic is clear. Okay students? Now the next topic, students. The next topic, merging of cells. How we can merge the cells? Merging table cells, you can see. merging table cells. We are going to merge the cells of the table to show some data value in a table which is spread across two or more cells. Listen the word. To show some data value in a table which is spread across two or more cells, we can merge them to form a single cell. That is the merging. So, I hope the merging is clear. So, if the data are spread across the cells and we are going to combine together and with a single cell, so we can say that is the merging of table cells. So, what you have to do? So, first of all, you will take the first step. Select the cells which are to be merged. Select the cells. Select the cells which are to be merged. Which are to be merged. So the first what we have done, first we have selected the cells whose value we are going to merge. Then you will take the step 2. Step 2. Choose the layout tab. Choose the layout tab. Choose the layout tab. And click on merge cells. And click on merge cells. Click on merge cells. And then what you will find? So first of all, take here merging two cells. It means the data are enclosed in the different cells and we are going to combine the data together in a single cell. So that is the merging of cells. What the steps you have to take? Step 1. Select the cell or select the cells which are to be merged. So if in the table, so 2 or 3 cells we are going to merge. So first of all you will select the cell. So here we are selecting the cells, 2 or 3 cells selected. So the select the cells which are to be merged. First of all, the first step you will take. First of all, you will select the cells which data has to be merged. Second step, choose the layout tab. You will find it out, that is the layout tab in the box. Layout tab. You will put the cursor here, layout tab, and click on merge cells. In the box you will find that is the merge cells. Select, choose the layout tab and go in the merge cell option. And whenever you will go in the merge cell option and click on the merge cell option, you will find what's the output you will get here. What's the output you will get? The selected cell the selected cells, the cells which you have selected will merge. The selected cells will be merged to form a single cell. So this is the merging of cells. It means in this topic you are finding the different data is placed on the different cells we are going to make in a single cell. So we can perform. The first option, select the cells which are to be merged. Choose the layout tab. First of all, select the layout tab and click on merge cell. In the box you will find there is the merge cell option is there. Click on the merge cell option. Whenever you will click the merge cell option, you will find the cells data which you have selected, that's are going to be merged in a single cell, and that will display on the screen. That is output. The selected cell will merge to form a single cell. This is the way how we can merging two cells. So I hope the merging of two cells is clear now. After that, the next that is splitting. That is splitting. Splitting table cells. Splitting table cells. Splitting means a part of a cell. Splitting means a part of a cell. So how we can split the cells? We can split a cell. Listen the sentence. We can split a cell into two or more cells. Before this one we have read that we are going to merge, and we have merged 2 or 3 cells in a single cell. Now what we are going to do, we can split a cell into 2 or more cells to store multiple values, and then this is the splitting table cells. What's the steps you have to take? See here the steps. Step 1, what you will take? Select the cell that has to be split. Select the cell that has to be split. This is the selection of the cell. Then step 2. What the step you will take? Choose the layout tab just like the previous. Choose the layout tab. Choose the layout tab and click on split cells. And click on split. Click on split cells. Clear? The split cells dialog box. The split cells dialog box will appear. Dialog box will appear. Then step 3. Enter the number of rows and number of columns. Enter the number of rows. Enter the number of rows and columns in which the cell is to be splitted. In which the cell is to be splitted. This is the step number 2. And whenever you have taken the step number 2, after 2, 3, then one more step you will take, that is step 4. Click on OK button. Click on OK button. This is the processing how we can split the cells. See here again, we can split a cell into 2 or more cells to store multiple values in them. This is the splitting. What the steps first you will take? Step 1. Select the cell that has to be split. The first step. First of all, you will select the cell which has to be split. Then step 2 you will take. Choose the layout tab. Choose the layout tab and click on split cells. Here the box will be there, that is the split cells. After selecting the layout tab, click on the split cells. The split cells dialog box will appear. A dialog box will be appear on the screen like this one. Enter the number of rows and columns. Here the number of rows number of rows and number of columns. You will input the number of rows and number of columns. It means you have selected the number of rows and number of columns whose value has to be split. So when we have selected the number of rows and columns in which the cells is to be split. So whenever this work you have performed, the last step you will find, that is the step 4. When you have selected, after that, just below that one, you will write the step 4. Click on OK button. At the bottom you will find there is the OK button, and you will put the cursor on the OK button. Click on the mouse. You will see the cells which you have selected that is splitted. So this is the method how we can split the table cells. So today, thank you students.